Yashodanandana Bharajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktabinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jam Vishnu Pada Paramahasa Bhattacharya Toturasi Simai Sivan Grace Sivakta Branta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Ante Koti Vaishnavindra Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Principal Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Vaidya Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Binda Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Binda Ki Jai. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glory to Shri Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3, the birth of Lord Krishna, text 47 to 51. 51 is on the board. So we will read the shlokas, today's shlokas, then we will cover text 47 to 51 translation. Nanda bhajan sulitam petatatratam Gopa prasuptam upalabhanidraya Sudaya shoda sayane nidayata Sudang pandaya punagihangagam Nanda brajan salutim petatatratam Gopang prasuptam upalabhanidraya Sudaya shoda sayane nidayata Sudang padaya punagihangagam Nanda brajan soli petatatratam Gopang prasuptam upalabhanidraya Sudaya shoda sayane nidayata Sudang pandaya punagihangagam Please repeat. So today's text we read the shlokas, but we are going to cover 47 to 51, so we will read text 47 translation. Thereafter, after exactly when Vasudev, being inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to take the newborn child from the delivering room, Yogamaya, the Lord of Spiritual Energy, took birth as the daughter of the wife of Maharaj Nanda. Purport. Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur discussed that Krishna appears simultaneously as the son of Devaki and as the son of Yashoda, along with the spiritual energy Yogamaya. As the son of Devaki, he first appeared as Vishnu, and then because Vasudeva was not in the position of pure affection for Krishna, Vasudeva worshipped his son as Lord Vishnu. Yashoda, however, pleased her son Krishna without understanding his childhood godhead. This is the difference between Krishna as the son of Yashoda and as the son of Devaki. This is explained by Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur on the authority of the Harivansa. Text 48 to 49. Translation. By the influence of Yogamaya, all the doorkeepers fell fast asleep, their senses unable to work, and the other inhabitants of the house also fell deeply asleep. When the sun rises, the darkness automatically disappears. Similarly, when Vasudeva appeared, the closed door, which was strongly pinned with iron and locked with iron chain, opened automatically. Since the clouds in the sky were mildly thundering and showering, Anantanagar, expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, followed Vasudeva beginning from the door, with foot expanded to protect Vasudeva and the Transcendental Child. Purport. Seshanaga is an expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose business is to serve the Lord with all necessary paraphernalia. When Vasudeva was carrying the child, Seshanaga came to serve the Lord and protect him from the mild shower of rain. Text 50. Because of constant rain sent by the demigod Indra, the river Yamuna was filled with deep water, foaming about with ferocious whirling waves. But as the great Indian Ocean had formerly given way to Lord Ramachandra by allowing him to construct a bridge, the river Yamuna gave way to Vasudeva and allowed him to cross. Text 51. When Vasudeva reached the house of Nanda Maharaj, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. Thus he placed his own son on the bed of Yashoda, picked up her daughter, an expansion of Yogamaya, and then returned to his residence, the prison house of Kamsa. Purport. Vasudeva knew very well that as soon as the daughter was in prison house of Kamsa, Kamsa would immediately kill her, but to protect his own son, he had to kill the child of his friend. Nanda Maharaj was his friend, but out of deep affection and attachment for his own son, he knowingly did this. Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur said that one cannot be blamed to protecting one's own child at the sacrifice of another. Furthermore, Vasudeva cannot be accused for carelessness, since his actions were impelled by the force of Yogamaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasharakaya Chakshumritanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So in this section of Bhagavatam is very wonderful. Krishna has appeared in the prison of Kamsa. Vasudeva and Devaki offer beautiful prayer, and he transformed himself into the small child. And now today's text, so many things happening. Vasudeva took baby Krishna out of prison. Yogamaya made everyone fall to sleep and door wide open. He crossed Yamuna and went to village of Vrindavan, and he exchanged his baby Krishna to baby Yogamaya, who was born to Yashoda. So what we'll do today is first we go through all these text and purport little by little. Then the rest of the time we will discuss today's main topic, if Krishna was son of Devaki or Vasudeva, or son of Yashoda or Nanda. And another point is related to this, is Yogamaya sister of Krishna? These two topics we will discuss after we go through all these texts today. So in text 47, It said Vasudeva, being inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to take a newborn child. I looked through Bhagavatam purport and the text in third chapter of 10th canto. I didn't see any particular verse where Krishna said to Vasudeva and Devaki to take baby Krishna to Vrindavan and exchange Yashoda's daughter. If anybody see, you can tell me, but I didn't see in the text. And then today's text is said, inspired by Krishna to do this. That means inspired from within or inspired by word. Was not very clear. Then today's text 51, it said what Vasudeva did, exchange with baby Yogamaya to protect his son. You should not be accused Vasudeva for doing this because he was enforced by the power of Yogamaya. We'll discuss more about this topic. Then 48 to 49. Vasudeva and Devaki was imprisoned in Kamsa's prison house. That prison house was not ordinary prison house. We see sometimes in ordinary material world, sometimes prisoner escape from prison house. Is this microphone funny? Little bit sound funny. Hare Krishna. I don't know what to do about this. Maybe I shouldn't speak too loud or I should speak loud. Yeah, if something funny, can you put the hand and tell me? So this prison was very, very strongly built with iron pins and chain with iron lock. So nobody can escape. So strongly built. But somehow Yogamaya put everyone sleep, all the prisoners, all the guard, everyone fell to sleep. And the door was open, which was chained with iron. Not just open, but widely open. That was the power of Yogamaya. Then it said, the cloud in the sky, mildly thundering and showering, just like today's little bit shower. Sometimes we see in the Krishna movie and film, storms, strong thunders, and so much flood. But it's said here, mildly shower and gentle thunder. It's like auspicious occasion. Then Ananta Sesha. Ananta Sesha was sometimes called Ananta Nagara. So he came, he is the expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Practically, he is non-different from the Lord, but he takes the position of the servant to serve the Lord. He came to cover the Lord and Vasudeva like umbrella. And also it said here, he came from beginning, from the door to all the way to Vrindavan. That means, sometime in the movie again, comes when Vasudeva comes to Yamuna, strong form, then he covered. But then actually it said, Ananta Sage came from beginning to cover Vasudeva and Krishna. That means it's a detail, but it's nice to notice the detail because he came from beginning. That means he was willing to serve from beginning. That service attitude, service sentiment is expressing in this detail. Then text 50. It said, because of a constant rain sent by demigod Indra, river Yamuna was filled of deep water, forming about ferociously wide wave. It said Yamuna was widely making strong wave, but then actually she was so excited. Her worshipable Lord Krishna entered her water, so she was so excited and agitated, tried to touch Krishna, tried to hold in her wave. So when she did that, Vasudeva thought he lost Krishna in the wave, so he became such an anxiety. So in this context, Sukadeva Goswami compared this incident that how Yamuna open the river so that Krishna can cross with another incident, which is Ramachandra crossed the ocean. Keep speaking? Okay. So when Ramachandra's wife, Sita Devi, was kidnapped by Ravana, he has to cross the ocean to go to Lanka, and he asked ocean to give the way so that he can cross the ocean. But he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He doesn't need the permission of the ocean to cross the ocean, nor he didn't need the permission to make the bridge. But he did that because he was taking part of the human. He did all this as if he cannot cross the ocean by himself. In the same way, here, Krishna, he is more than Ramachandra. He is full potency, original Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can easily cross Yamuna without anyone's help. But he let Yoga Maya to make all this arrangement, and Yamuna River opened the way, and Vasudeva carried baby Krishna. Because Krishna was taking part of small child, not just small child, human child, and not human child only, but he was just newborn. Just he was born, that only in within few hours he is crossing the river. So he cannot be the Supreme Personality of Godhead Almighty. So he was taking part of the human being who is very helpless. So he did that because he wanted to increase the love of Vasudeva, increase the love of Yamuna. Yamuna was so excited. Vasudeva got so much in anxiety. In the beginning, Vasudeva was thinking, I know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can protect himself. Devaki asked Krishna to become a human child because she was afraid Kamsa may come to kill, even though she knows Krishna is God. So Krishna wanted Vasudeva also bring up that parental affection. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Vasudeva has protected him. So the Yamuna took Krishna in a wave. Vasudeva became mad after Krishna. Oh, where is Krishna? I have to protect, otherwise Krishna will get drowned. So Krishna does everything just to increase the devotee's affection. Then text 51. Vasudeva reached Nanda Maharaj's house. Nobody noticed, everyone sleeping. It's midnight, and also because Yoga Maya covered everyone in illusion. He placed his son, that means Krishna, on Yashoda's bed, and he took Yoga Maya, who was born as Yashoda's daughter, and he exchanged them and took Yoga Maya to Mathura and went back to the prison of house, Kamsa. Here it said that he did this to protect Krishna, knowingly someone else's daughter will be killed. Vishwanatha Chakrabarti Thakur said that to protect own child, something has to be done. But sound very cruel. And Vasudeva was such a saintly person, very noble person. He wouldn't like to do this usually, normal circumstances. But because his affection for Krishna, which is not just on son, but for Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, that he did this, but unwillingly, not something he liked to do, but because he was ordered by Krishna and inspired from Krishna, and Yoga Maya enforced him. That means he has to do this. He has to be enforced with threefold. He was told by Krishna, and he was inspired by Krishna, and he was enforced by Yoga Maya's power. So he did this, and he should not be accused. So that is today's text. So we'll discuss today's topic. Is Krishna Vasudeva's Devaki's son, or Yashoda and Nanda's son? In the beginning, today's 47 text. It said Vishnu Bhajanath Chakravarti discussed Krishna appears simultaneously as the son of Devaki and the son of Yashoda, along with spiritual energy Yoga Maya. Sometimes we hear that maybe you must have heard when Krishna appeared in prison of Kausa in four-armed home. Krishna also appeared in Vrindavan with two-armed original personality of Godhead, because Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj always thought of Krishna with four-armed cowherd boy. So Krishna appeared because of affection with a mood to reciprocate the mood of devotee. He appeared in the form which is suitable for devotee's affection. So Nanda and Yashoda always thought of Krishna with two-armed cowherd boy. So Krishna appeared in that form. Whereas Devaki and Vasudeva, they always thought Krishna with four arms, majestic opulence, full opulence, Supreme Personality of Godhead. To reciprocate that love, Krishna appeared with four-armed form. And now what happened is, in prison house, Krishna appeared four-armed, and Devaki asked him to become two-armed. There is two questions arise in this incident. One is, if that means Krishna, two-armed form Krishna, came from four-armed Krishna. That means originally Krishna was four-armed, and then two-armed Krishna came from four-armed Krishna. That is one discussion point. You get it? Yeah? Am I speaking okay? Something wrong, then please let me know. And then another point is, Devaki has affection for Krishna as four-armed majestic Krishna. But when Devaki wanted Krishna to become four-armed Krishna, that means she developed the love for Krishna for two-armed form Krishna. In previous text, we learned that Devaki and Vasudeva Stapa and Priscilla, and then later they become Kashyapa and Aditi. So they have been the parents of Krishna for two lifetimes before, and now it is third time. While nourishing Krishna in majestic form as Vishnu form, full opulence, they develop intense love, pure love for Krishna. So that pure love induced Devaki, please become human child. That desire of Devaki, Krishna has to somehow reciprocate. But originally she wanted majestic Krishna, but now she is telling, I want you to see in four-armed Krishna. How he will do that? Because four-armed Krishna is not original, two-armed Krishna is original. Yes? But now he is appearing with four arms. Now Devaki wants two arms. But two-armed form of Krishna cannot manufacture two-armed form, because he is not original. Two-armed form is original. How he will do that? So for that, Vishwanatha Chakravarti discussed that he must have appeared in Vrindavan with two-armed form for Yashoda simultaneously. Okay? So in that case, sometimes we hear Yashoda has baby Krishna and baby Yogamaya, and when Vasudeva carried baby Krishna to Vrindavan, that was Vasudeva Krishna, and then crossed that Yamuna, and then he became original Krishna. That original Krishna merged into Yashoda's baby Krishna, and then there was baby Yogamaya and baby Krishna was merged with Vasudeva Krishna and Yashoda's Krishna. So there was two babies, and because Yogamaya's power, Vasudeva didn't see that that baby Krishna, original baby Krishna, was next to Yashoda, so he took Yogamaya and went back to Mathura. That's we hear that sometime. And here we have another story by Jiva Goswami in Gopala Champu. Is this okay up to here? So now we are going to Vrindavan. What actually happened in Vrindavan? Because four-armed Krishna cannot produce two-armed Krishna, so two-armed Krishna has to be there somewhere else already in original form. So it's described in Gopala Champu. Yashoda saw some dream-like vision, very beautiful celestial being appear in her heart. One is boy, Krishna, and another one appear into her womb. That was Yogamaya. So Krishna appeared into her heart, and Yogamaya appeared in her womb. And the same vision, Nanda Maharaj also saw. And Nanda Maharaj was thinking, what I'm seeing, is this true? Krishna entered Yashoda's heart. Is that true? They were looking, same vision for a long time. So Krishna entered Yashoda's heart, and Yogamaya entered Yashoda's womb. That's what happened. And then when Devaki desired to have Krishna in two-armed form, Krishna was already born in Vrindavan. And because Krishna always reciprocates the love of devotees, so Yogamaya took that baby Krishna to Mathura. It explains something like wind carries the blue lotus. In that way, Yogamaya invisibly took Krishna, baby Krishna, blue lotus, just like a wind bring the blue lotus to Mathura as Devaki's son. So that was so overwhelming to Yashoda. So she kind of fainted, lost consciousness. Sometimes you see in Krishna book, Yashoda didn't notice because of childbirth. She didn't notice she brought baby boy or baby girl. It's kind of strange. Any mother knows. First thing you check, is that boy or girl? But then she didn't notice. So it's explained here that she was so overwhelmed, something happened. Yogamaya took baby Krishna to Mathura. That was so overwhelming because of that heavy childbirth. She didn't notice what happened. So when she woke up, she saw baby girl there. So it's not because any material thing, but it's all the work of Yogamaya. And then she was there, he was there, and so Krishna is there, Yogamaya is in a womb. And then Vasudeva came to take Yogamaya, and Vasudeva came to Vrindavan to take Yogamaya. As soon as Vasudeva took Yogamaya and left Vrindavan, all the veil Yogamaya was putting all around Vrindavan was lifted up, and she came back to consciousness, and she noticed what happened. And she didn't know what happened, but she had a baby boy next to her. That was what happened. And this was explained by Jiva Goswami and also hinted by Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, which was quoted by Srila Prabhupada. So it's all sometimes we feel like we only have to read Prabhupada, but we can read with understanding what Prabhupada said. With that vision, we can check up another Acharya's commentary in the line of Srila Prabhupada, not to contradict or not to know something more than Prabhupada. It's not that mood, but to back up, to support, to enforce Prabhupada's mood and purport. In that mood, we can read another commentary. But first, we have to study Prabhupada book thoroughly, not just read, but study deeply. Then we can back up with another Acharya's commentary. So the next question is, Yogamaya and Krishna are sister or brother? It's said in the Bhagavatam purport, when Lord Brahma requested Krishna to come to the earth to reduce the burden of the earth because of demoniac force by Kshatriya, who are actually posing as Kshatriya, but actually they are demons. Last time Krishna said, yes, I will appear on the earth along with my potency. That include Yogamaya and planetary expansion, Sesha, Balaram. And he also said, You also, you means demigod, also should appear as your plenary expansion to assist my pastime on earth. So Parasha Shakti Vividaya Suyate, Krishna comes, he doesn't come alone. He comes along with all his energy, which include Jiva Tattva, Shakti Tattva, and his all planetary portion and incarnation. So Yoga Maya, his Shakti Tattva. And then it said Krishna appeared along with his internal potency. He comes with Yoga Maya. It was mentioned in the beginning of this 10th canto, chapter 1. And then also when later on it was also described Yoga Maya was his sister. So how is that Yoga Maya and Krishna sister and brother? If their parents are different, then they cannot be sister and brother usually. So only thing we can think is both are Devaki's and Vasudeva's children, or both are Yashoda and Nanda's children. You cannot have one is Yashoda and Devaki's, one is Yashoda's, one is Devaki. Then you cannot have them to be sister and brother. So first we will see if they can both be Devaki's children. Okay? Up to here is okay? I'm not very good at speaking. I'm sorry the woman is sitting here. If you like, you can go to English and Bengali class and I think Russian class, so they have better speakers and I'm very unqualified and I don't even speak proper English and I'm very sorry about that. So if you have patience, please forgive me and keep sitting. Otherwise, you may go to another class. So up here is okay? Yeah, I want you to understand what I'm speaking is not what I made up, but what Prabhupada said and Jiva Goswami and Vishwanatha Chakrabarti. So it's really nice part, so I want you to understand properly in spite of my bad English. So if we think, I'm sorry, I'm also blind. Not only unable to speak English, I'm half blind, I have to have a glass to see you. I want to see how you look also. Yeah, someone come to Bhagavatam class because you need to catch up the sleep. Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said that Kumbhakarna took shelter in ISKCON during a Bhagavatam class. So now I don't blame you for to sleep, especially my speaking, but then I like to see you, so I put a glass on. My son said I look really scaring with this glass. So if Yoga Maya and Krishna are both Devaki's son, it's understandable because Vasudeva took Krishna and brought Yoga Maya to Mathura. He didn't say what he did, but then everyone thought, oh, this girl is next to Devaki, so it must be Devaki's daughter. He didn't say, this is Devaki's daughter, she gave birth to... He didn't say that, but then he just be quiet what he did. But everyone just thought, this girl is Devaki's daughter. So Yoga Maya is known as Devaki's daughter. Yes? And then Krishna, of course, Krishna was born, so-called born as Devaki's son, so they could be, say, both are Devaki's children. Yes? And later on, what happened was, when Yoga Maya was carried by Vasudeva to Mathura, Kamsa came, and he took Yoga Maya, and then, anyway, this is a girl or boy, doesn't matter, because Akashani, that the voice from the sky said, Kamsa, you are such a fool, you are carrying the woman whose eighth child will kill you. If you look at the Sanskrit, it doesn't say eighth son. It said eighth Garba, eighth child. So Kamsa thought, okay, eighth child. Doesn't matter son or daughter. I'm going to just finish it. And then Kamsa took the girl and smashed onto the stone. And then, of course, everyone knows he flew. She flew just not because she wanted to show her, I'm great, Yoga Maya, but then she flew because oh, yuck, Kamsa touched me.
So she wanted to go away. As soon as possible, she wanted to fly away. So she flew away, and she felt so contaminated by touch of cancer. So she went all over the world. And after that, she was known with many names in different places. And in one form, she went to Vindhyachal mountain. And there she performed great austerity to get purified herself from the touch of cancer. She wanted to be, of course, Krishna's sister. She wanted to grow up Krishna's sister. Krishna was born from Devaki, and now I came to Devaki's, and everyone thinks I'm Devaki's child. I'm Krishna's sister, so nice. But because she already left, she cannot come back here. Actually, I was Devaki's daughter. She cannot do that. So she went Vindhyachal mountain. She performed very severe austerity. And if you go to that Vindhyachal mountain, you can actually see the deity of Vindhyachal Devi. That is her name being worshipped there. Mainly she was being worshipped by Shaktas for material benefit, but it's very crowded temple. It's very popular temple. She's known to be fulfill your desire, material desires. So it's real story. It's not made up. It doesn't mean what is not in Bhagavatam is not true. It's real story. So after she performed austerities, still she was thinking, I want to be Krishna's sister. So, but she cannot come back as long as Kamsa is there, because Kamsa is Yaki. So after Krishna finally killed Kamsa, okay, this is my time. She came back and she took birth as Devaki's proper daughter, which was explained in Bhagavatam 9th canto, last chapter, where it said there was a whole big list of dynasty. From this dynasty, who was born from this person, this daughter, and this son was born, and from this person, this and that. Usually we skip that. But in that list, it said from Vasudev. Vasudev has many wives. One of the wives is Devaki. He brought 8 sons, and then that 8 son was the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. And then also they brought one daughter. Her name is Subhadra. That is your grandmother. Parikshit Maharaj is speaking to, no, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj's father, mother is Uttara, and Parikshit Maharaj's father is Abhimanyu. And Abhimanyu's father is Arjuna. Yes? Yes? And then I'm a little bit off. When I was sleeping, I saw dream I was giving Bhagavatam class. I thought, okay, great, and I finished Bhagavatam class. I woke up, I still didn't finish. So I feel like I'm in a dream state. I'm a little bit spaced out as usual. So Parikshit Maharaj is grandchild of Subhadra. Okay, great. I think you are more attentive than I am. It's great. Bhagavatam class, it's not like I'm speaking, but because you are there, it's great. By discussing the topic of Krishna, we feel very enlivened. Even the speaker is a little bit off. It's great. So, what I said? So Krishna is Devaki's son, because Krishna came back from Vrindavan to Mathura, and Krishna is openly known as Devaki's son. And then Yogamaya also took birth as Krishna's younger son, so openly known as sister and brother. That is one. Yes? So Devaki and Vasudeva has Krishna and Yogamaya, both of them as their children. That is one. And another one is both are Yashoda and Nanda's children. In the beginning, I mentioned a little bit. So Krishna cannot be transformed from Vasudeva. Vasudeva is Krishna's father. Vasudeva is Vasudeva's son. So Krishna cannot appear from 4-armed Vishnu. So it has to be original. So that original Krishna was born into Yashoda's heart, Nanda's heart and Yashoda's heart. So he was there. And then Yogamaya was born from Yashoda's womb, so she was there. So in that way, they are both Nanda and Yashoda's children. Am I saying okay? And so now we have discussed about Yashoda's has Krishna and Yogamaya as her children. In that way, Yogamaya and Krishna are sister and brother as the daughter and son of Yashoda and Nanda. For some reason, we have more time. Shall I keep talking or shall I take that question? Yes. Yes. If I know the answer, I will try to answer. If not, then I will research. And Chintamani Mataji is my Shiksha Guru. I'm so happy to see you. She trained me how to speak and listen. Krishna. Yes.
I don't doubt anything you said, but just for my own education,
Yes.
I have questions on 2 points.
Yes.
One is you said that Lord Krishna, two-armed Krishna, cannot come from four-armed Vasudeva.
Yes.
That was new for me, because I always thought that the potency of the Lord is fully in all his Narayan features, just he doesn't manifest them, but he can manifest them. So I would be very grateful for evidence for that, because that was completely new to me. And the second point that I would be very grateful for evidence is you made it. Actually, I'll pause there because I forgot the second point. Maybe you can just answer that point.
Okay. So, shall I give long answer or short answer?
One that I will understand, the evidence.
Okay. Short answer. Ete chansan karang punsan Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam. It said there is all many incarnation and expansion, plenary portion, but among all these Krishna's everything, Krishna, original Supreme Personality, Godhead Swayam Bhagavan. He is the original. Only from Krishna all expansion comes. So has to be original Krishna is two-armed cowhead boy in Vrindavan, and from there all other incarnation expansion, including four-armed Vishnu will come. So has to be Krishna first, and the other form comes. That is short answer. That is Srimad Bhagavatam, the main sutra. How to say?
Yes.
Technical word. From this shloka, everything is expanded in Bhagavatam. So it's a very important word. From Krishna, all incarnation comes. That is short one. The long one, Krishna is originally in Golka Vrindavan. He is performing pastime with his intimate associate, gopis and gopals and Yashodas and Nandas. That is his original Krishna. And because some devotee has another desire to serve Krishna in another way, so Krishna expands himself in different form because Krishna likes to reciprocate with everyone in the way they like to serve him. So he expands, plenary expansion of Balaram, and from Balaram, all the Purusha Avatara comes. Purusha Avatara means Karanadakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, and also Guna Avatara. Guna Avatara means Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Lila Avatara, including Also Vamanadev, who appeared before to Aditi and Kashyapa, that's the same personality of Godhead, but he appeared as a plenary portion as Vamanadev. And he also appeared as that Lila avatar, like Nrsimhadev and Balahas and Matsya, all the Lila avatar. All this expansion and reincarnation are coming from Balaram. And then also there is a Chaturvyuha, Sankarsana Pradyumna, Vasudeva Sankarsana Pradyumna Aniruddha. Did I say all? Vasudeva Sankarsana Pradyumna Aniruddha all comes. And from that original Chaturvyuha, Sankarsana comes second Narayan. From second Narayan, another set of Chaturvyuha comes. From the second set of Chaturvyuha, Sankarsana expand to Kushirodakshaya, Karanakshaya Vishnu, Kushirodakshaya, Garbhadakshaya Vishnu, and Kushirodakshaya Vishnu. And from that Kushirodakshaya Vishnu, who reside within the universe, all other incarnation within the material world comes. So in that way, we understand original Krishna, who was two-armed, expand to Balaram, plenary expansion. From Balaram, all the incarnation come. One of them are Purusha Avatara, that is Sri Vishnu. And the last Vishnu is Kushirodakshaya Vishnu, who reside within the universe. And then within the universe, Kushirodakshaya Vishnu is there. To that Vishnu, Lord Brahma go to us, can you please come to help the us in trouble? From that Vishnu, usually, all the incarnation comes. So in that way, usually, the Hindu and many people think from Vishnu, that four-armed Vishnu, from Vishnu, Krishna Avatara came. That's how many people understand, not the ISKCON, because Krishna to Bhagavan Swayan, Prabhupada told us. But usually from that Kushirodakshaya Vishnu, four-armed Vishnu, Krishna, two-armed Krishna comes. He can do that, but that Krishna is not Swayam Bhagavan from Goloka Vrindavan. He has full potency. It's said that he is, in the shloka is somewhere in the third chapter, I saw, he has, when Vasudeva and Devaki were there, Krishna appeared. Krishna said, I have appeared with full potency. That Supreme Personality of Godhead has full potency of Bhagavan. Like Brahma Samhita said, the one candle, that original candle, when he expands, all the candle has whole powers of original candle. So all the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all the expansion has power of original Personality of Godhead, like you said. But still there is a different original candle. So that original candle cannot be produced from the expanded candle. That's how it works logically.
I don't want to hog it, but would you mind if I try to understand your answer to me? So your explanation was two. One is the verse Etikamsa Kalapumsa,
Yes.
That Krishna is the original, and Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan, they come after him.
Yes.
And then you gave an explanation of how Krishna is in Vrindavan and how the expansions, Lord Balaram, the Chaturvyuha, the Purusha avatars, and how Kushirodakshaya Vishnu, all incarnations come through him. And you were explaining how Krishna is the original candle, though the other candles have full potency, they can never be the original. So this is the reasoning, this is the anuman for saying that two-armed Krishna cannot come from four-armed Lord Narayan. And I really appreciate your reasoning, but I still have a tiny doubt on this. Unless there is definitive evidence from acharyas, I remember the pastime that I'm sure everyone is familiar with, when Krishna was hiding from the gopis. So he was playing a trick with them, and when they came, he manifested his four-armed Narayan form. And then they just offered their obeisances to Lord Narayan and said, do you know where Krishna is? You know, and he pointed this way. So they all ran off. And then he was standing there as his own expansion, because the Lord can do that. He can manifests as his own expansion, he manifests as himself. But when Srimati Radharani came, he was unable to maintain his manifestation as Lord Narayan, and he again assumed his original two-armed form. So from that past time, it seems to me, plenary portion means they have the full potency, they just don't manifest it. But when they want to, they can manifest themselves as who they really are. They're all Krishna. So that would be my anuman. But if there was a definitive evidence from an acharya, then my anuman means nothing, and I would go with that. So I was just wondering if you have any definitive evidence from an acharya. And I mean that with the greatest respect. I'm not trying to challenge you.
Okay. Evidence. Did everyone notice how she speaks? She asked the question, and then I answered. She summarized what I said, and she put her question. That's the way how we should listen and speak. It's really pleasing, isn't it? Then feel like, oh, she was listening what I said. Feel so good. And then feel like I want an answer sincerely. That's the way she was teaching me how we should listen. Sravana Kirtana, first hear and repeat, not just parrot repeat, but then summarize it in your own words, speak. Then put the question, feel very progressing, very pleasing. Satta pasanga mama virya sambino. The discussion of Krishna is very pleasing among the devotees if we follow the method she put. It's really nice. I strongly recommend everyone should practice this method. So come back to the answer. I will try to find the definite shastric evidence. There must be so much, but then I didn't prepare for today, so I didn't want to take lightly to your question, so I will put everything together, and when I'm ready, I will come back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your question. Yes, Srimad.
If no one else has another question, I have one other question.
Can I?
Okay, I just have one last question.
Can I ask someone else first? Then if we have time. I'm supposed to finish by 9 o'clock. Last time I was 10 minutes late. I finished by 9 last time, but there was a question I was answering. I was late, and I was scolded by the person who cleaned up this place. So I tried to finish.
Haribol,
Yes.
you hear me? The evidence is in Krishna book. When Krishna appeared in a prison house of Kamsa, he appeared as a Vasudev, Krishna, with 2 arms. Then Mother Devaki got afraid and asked him to manifest another form. So he appeared he showed the form of Narayan. And then actually Vasudev carried the Vasudev Krishna, which is 2-arm formed.
Yeah, we
As
hear
far as I
that.
understood from Prabhupada's books.
Yes.
So there was no 4-arm Krishna. Actually, Vasudev Krishna doesn't have 4 arms.
I also hear that. I think that from Krishna Sangita, I'm not very sure. Different acharya give different comment. Basically, we follow Krishna book, Bhagavatam, but as I said, different acharya put a different comment. So could be that Krishna, 4-armed Narayan, manifests Krishna's form, but that Krishna form is not original Krishna, but Vasudeva Krishna. So Vasudeva Krishna with 2-armed form was being carried by Vasudeva to Vrindavan and merged into original Krishna. That's also I hear that. I'm not sure who said that, but I think Krishna Sangita.
I'm not sure about merging either, because it says that actually they were swapped. That Vasudeva Krishna was swapped with the Yoga Maya that was born from Mother Yashoda.
Yes. Shraddha Mataji was
BBT, 13 years, proofreader.
She was teaching my children when they are babies. She was a school teacher, so she knows all the song and funny thing, which is really nice. My children grow up with her teaching. And also ISKCON devotee also grown up, I think that story. Vasudeva Krishna was being carried by Vasudeva went to Vrindavan and merged into the another original Krishna. We also hear that, but I don't see the shastric evidence. And then one point that I want to make is that Jiva Goswami mentioned a few shloka before, maybe yesterday, that it is impossible to understand inconceivable Lord with logic or any word. it is impossible. First, we have to accept it is inconceivable, it is impossible to understand for us. First, we accept Krishna is inconceivable. Then we try to understand, but actually, he's so unlimited. How we can understand with logic, with different words, it is impossible. So if we can understand a little bit about Krishna, it will be great fortunate by the acharyas and by Prabhupada. But if we don't understand anything, we just get confused at the end of the class. That is also good. At least we understand Krishna is unlimited, Krishna is inconceivable. So we take in that way. Jamma karma chame vidyan evan yobeti tatvata taktva deham punan jamma 90 maniti sojana. If we understand the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities in truth, then you will not take birth again in this material world. Do not worry about this Krishna. So we don't understand all these things. So many acharyas said different scriptures said this. We don't understand, but at least we understand Krishna is unlimited. Krishna is inconceivable. Then we can go back to Godhead because Krishna is so great. I would like to answer the question, but then I don't want to get scolded by the authorities, so we can discuss after. Thank you very much for coming in the line also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Krishna ki jai. Jai Go Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo.